hell? Oh, happy holidays, everyone. And I guess it's my turn this year to do a holiday Christmas review thing. And so, of course, I'll be looking at the Season 2 episode, Heartwarming Eve. Strangely enough, the first season of this show didn't really have any holiday specials. The closest they had was the First Day of Spring episode, an episode which is mostly remembered for an unbelievably catchy musical number.
Winter wrap up, let's finish our holiday cheer. Winter wrap up, 'cause tomorrow spring is here, 'cause tomorrow spring is here.
Then in Season 2 we got the Halloween episode, which was fairly solid with some minor character flaws that I have a problem with. The Valentine's Day episode, which was corny as hell, and now this one. Let's get to it.
We're getting closer. I can hardly wait. I'm so excited. I feel like shouting. Woohoo!
They took a pretty clever joke from the first season and made it feel incredibly forced. Not a good start, guys.
Candlelight, here we come. Oh, I do hope I look festive enough. There it is! Canterlot!
It's only a flash animation. When they arrive in Canterlot, the main six look around at the festivities.
I have an idea. Let's play I Spy with my little eye as we walk. I'll go first. I spy an 8-foot candy cane.
That's not how you play I Spy. You're supposed to give a vague description and then have other people guess. You're not supposed to give away the answer after you describe something. Oh, for the love of... Now, I could go back and make a Christmas Story joke, but instead let's just continue to the Royal Theatre where a play will be performed in... Oh, hi, Bright Eyes! I'm the only one who still calls her Bright Eyes, aren't I? So, as a tradition, the ponies put on plays about the origins of the holiday, the most important one being in Canterlot. Something about this reminds me of the Oberammergau Passion Play.
I can't believe that Princess Celestia chose us to put on the most important play of the season. Do you guys know what an honor this is? For all of us?
I've noticed that Twilight is fluent in exposition.
Rainbow Dash! Rainbow Dash! Thank you! Thank you!
It's a reenactment of the founding of Equestria. It's not the Rainbow Dash Show.
Well, it should be the Rainbow Dash Show. I'm the star.
I spy, with my little eye, something that rhymes with textual pension. Wait, what did Applejack say about the play?
It's a reenactment of the founding of Equestria.
So, Heartwarming Eve is a Founders' Day holiday. Odd, considering the fact that most of the holidays that take place during the winter season have a more religious origin. Christmas celebrates the birth of a supposed savior and consumerism. Hanukkah celebrates the miracle of a day's worth of oil lasting 8 on a grand menorah. Most of my knowledge of Hanukkah comes from Rugrats. Yule was a Germanic pagan celebration before it was later absorbed by way of Christianization into Christmas. The Romans had Saturnalia, which was a festival in honor of Saturn, the Roman equivalent of Cronus. My point is, it's kind of weird to see a Founders' Day holiday receive this much pomp and circumstance. I mean, in the U.S. we have Columbus Day, but most states just really celebrate it with a day off from school and work. Sure, there might be a parade here and there, but it's not really that big of a deal. I'm sorry, carry on?
Fluttershy, you've got to come out of there. Curtain in 2 minutes. Twilight, let me handle this. My hair.
The Heartwarming Eve pageant is about harmony and friendship.
Shut the window!
This whole scene with them bickering, is this going to be relevant later on? Whatever. The play begins with Spike narrating.
Once upon a time, long before the peaceful rule of Celestia, and before ponies discovered our beautiful land of Equestria, ponies did not know harmony. It was a strange and dark time, a time when ponies were torn apart by hatred. I know, can you believe it?
I really wish he did this in rhyme, just so I could randomly bust out the opening stanza of The Cremation of Sam McGee.
During this frightful age, each of the 3 tribes, the Pegasi, the Unicorns, and the Earth Ponies, cared not for what befell the other tribes, but only for their own welfare.
So the ponies of yesteryear behave much like us humans do in the real world, minus the occasionally frequent periods of bloodshed.
In those troubled times, as now, the Pegasi were the stewards of the weather. But they demanded something in return. Food that could only be grown by the Earth Ponies. The Unicorns demanded the same. In return for magically bringing forth day and night.
So, when did Celestia and Luna come into the picture? If the Unicorns can just combine their magic to raise and set the sun and moon, why do they need the princesses in the first place? Anywho, a harsh winter descends upon the land, killing the food and trying every pony's patience.
And so it was decided that a grand summit would be held to figure out a way to cope with the blizzard. Perhaps the 3 tribes could finally settle their differences and agree on a way to get through this disaster.
Everyone shut up! Germany!
I just realized, all of my videos so far have at least one Hetalia reference. I need to watch more shows, man. So yeah, they basically bitch at each other and go back to their respective lands good and pissed off.
Attention! Well, aren't you curious about how it went?
Oh, Commander Hurricane, sir, how did it go, sir?
Horribly! Those other tribe leaders are so disrespectful. Don't they realize that we are a mighty tribe of warriors and should not be crossed?
Really? 'Cause Fluttershy looks like she would rather pick flowers instead of fights.
Clover the Clever, I need you! Yes, Your Majesty. Did the other pony tribes see reason as I predicted?
So in this scene, is Twilight the Merlin to Rarity's Arthur? I think the shippers are onto something.
Wouldn't it have been easier to use a door, Chancellor?
Maybe for you, Smart Cookie, but I am a Chancellor. I was elected because I know how to think outside the box, which means I can also think inside the chimney. Can you think inside a chimney? I didn't think so.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh, hold on to your hooves. I am just about to be brilliant!
Wait a minute, I am just about to be brilliant.
That'd be a first.
Oh, now that's just mean. So all 3 tribes get the idea to go out and find new unfrozen land.
Get a hold of yourself, Private! We cannot let anything distract us from the mission at hand. To find, and if necessary, to conquer a new land!
I think you can notice a pattern here. Since we have 3 teams to focus on, each scene is basically just comedic shenanigans. Standard practice for a TV show, but it doesn't really give me that much material to work with.
This is simply taking forever. My hooves are killing me. How long have we been walking for?
About 5 minutes, Your Highness.
Rarity is the gift that keeps on giving. Fun fact, in German, the word gift means poison.
Yes! This is definitely the right direction.
It feels like we're going in circles.
Well, that's impossible. Are you suggesting that I'm reading the map wrong?
Absolutely not, Your Chancellorness. It's just that there are holes in the map and...
Of course! How else could I see where I was going?
yeah,
Or talk. I need to be able to talk. I mean, how would we survive if I just suddenly shut up?
heaven forbid that should happen, Your Chancellorship. It's just that the map is also upside down.
I got a news flash for you, Cookie. The Earth is round. There is no up or down.
If the Earth in this universe is round, how does the whole controlling the sun and moon thing work? Do the princesses literally control the axis of the Earth? Or is Equestria even a planet? Is it just like some big Truman Show style dome and the princesses just control what the sky looks like?
Repeat to yourself, it's just a show. I should really just relax.
Fair enough.
And so, each leader encountered obstacles along the way. But eventually, they all arrived in the new and wondrous land. No pony had ever seen paradise before.
This is the new land we've been searching for! What a view! I can see my future house from here.
I proclaim this new land to be... Pegasopolis!
I've never seen such jewels. This ruby is dazzling.
No, I think that's an amethyst.
This whole land is dazzling. I'm double dazzled. In the name of the unicorns, I hereby dub this land Unicornia.
Sounds like an eye infection.
The air, the trees, the dirt. This dirt is the dirtiest dirt in the whole dirt world.
And fertile, too. Perfectly grown food.
In the name of the Earth Ponies, I think I'm gonna call this new place, Dirtville.
How about Earth?
Wind, water.
That was too easy.
We found our new home.
All of you riffraff are trespassing in Unicornia. The name is Pegasopolis. Earth! Pegasopolis! Unicornia! I say we fight for the land. May the best pony win. That's barbaric. Clover the clever, throw that brute into the dungeon.
What dungeon? Look, perhaps if we all calm down.
Yeah, can we just chill out for a sec, put on some Echo and Drake, and talk out our problems?
We settled this on the battlefield.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Where'd all this snow come from anyway?
Oh no, not again.
And so the paradise that the ponies had found was soon lost, buried beneath a thick blanket of snow and hard feelings. Instead of beautiful, it was blizzardy. Instead of wonderful, it was wintry. Instead of spectacular, it was snowtacular. Instead of...
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it!
So yeah, the three tribes. Do two ponies really count as a tribe? Hold up in a cave and start drawing lines in the dirt, because why not?
What are you doing? Don't go around the rock, go over it. I'm not giving up an inch of territory to the enemy. That rock is clearly on the Unicornia side of the cave, and it belongs to us.
Rock joke. There's a rock joke somewhere. I need to make a rock joke. Someone give me a rock joke.
What the rock is cooking!
Oh my god, a giant rock!
Around the rocks, the rugged rascal ran.
We will rock you.
Unhand that rock this instant, you scoundrel!
Oh, look, you found my rock. I've been looking for it everywhere.
Hey! You invaded our territory!
Finders, keepers, losers, rippers.
That's the last straw! Give me my rock!
Dumb rock.
There's the dart I was looking for.
Look, every pony, the entrance.
I'm acting, apparently.
Earth ponies are not so! Pegasi are brutes!
Unicorns are stuck. What is that thing? They must be Wendigos. Wendigos?
My mentor, Star Swirl the Bearded, taught me about them. They're winter spirits that feed off fighting and hatred.
Oh.
The more hate the spirit feels, the colder things become.
Then this is our fault. We three tribes. We brought this blizzard to our home by fighting and not trusting each other. Now it's destroying this land too.
And now our bodies will become as cold as our hearts.
Let me guess. The antagonist will be defeated by an abstract positive emotion channeled into a mystical thing of magic.
No matter what our differences, we're all ponies.
You know, it's funny when you start using the same narrative template over and over again, certain people like me start to notice. After the power of love and friendship saves the day, yay! The Unfrozen 3 chat, sing songs, and swap stories until everything melts. Songs and stories that would be interesting to hear and see in an episode where we see the characters actually celebrate the holiday. We're not going to get that episode, are we?
The warmth of the fire and the singing and laughing reached the leaders, and their bodies began to thaw. And it even began to melt their hearts. The three leaders agreed to share the beautiful land and live in harmony ever afterwards. And together, they named their new land
Equestria!
Oh, fun.
The fire of friendship lives in our hearts. As long as it burns, we cannot drift apart.
Well, I guess I could buy that this is an actual carol of some sort. Granted, it sounds more like O Come Ye Faithful than Winter Wonderland, but whatevs.
We should be so honored that Princess Celestia chose us. She must really think we exemplify what good friends are.
Really? You don't say. The princess thinks that the ponies represent the elements of harmony, who have saved Equestria twice already, once from Eternal Light, the other one from Eternal Chaos, perfectly exemplify what good friends are. So much enough to cast them in the main roles in the most important play, in the most important celebration of the entire year. Wow! I never would have thunk it. I never would have seen that coming at all. That's just completely beyond my comprehension. Who is the idiot that keeps writing this expository, condescending dialogue because they need to stop?
I thought you closed all the windows.
Don't blame me. Rainbow Dash should have flown up there and shut it. After all, she's got wings.
Why do I always have to do all the high-up chores? Why can't Twilight use her magic for a change?
Oh, for goodness sakes, stop listening.
You know what? I got it.
Ah, I see. The bickering was sort of a bookendy kind of thing. Okay, then. That wasn't a very Christmassy episode. Yeah, it's interesting to have some lore of this fantasy world, and it has some funny moments, but as a holiday special, it just doesn't feel right. It's a lot more expository than a holiday special really needs to be. Sure, I know why they celebrate the holiday, but I don't know how they celebrate the holiday.
I spy some pony eating a gingerbread house. It's me!
Okay, Western Christmas with ponies, got it. What I mean to say is, I would rather see them enjoy and celebrate the holiday than to just tell me its origins. They can tell me the story, fine, but if you don't show me them celebrating and enjoying themselves, I don't really get a true sense of what the holiday is about. I mean, Hanukkah isn't just about a menorah burning for 8 days and how much of a miracle that was. Christmas is not just about a supposed savior born of a virgin. These holidays and other holidays are about tradition, togetherness, consumerism to a certain extent, and, spending time with your loved ones and appreciating those closest to you. And I don't really get that much of a vibe from this episode. Mostly because they abuse the word friendship. Again, that's a different thing. Basically my problem is that they tell too much and they don't show enough. Yeah, I think that's it. Happy holidays. Enjoy the festivities and the presents. and the drinks and the food, and I'm gonna go get some more work done.
Christmas is about family and loving people. Now get bent.
Really? You don't say!